Does it say record? Okay, awesome. All right, what we're going to talk about today is 15 ways that you can plant seeds during your presentation about the Passion Parties opportunity. So I'm going to go over 15 different ways that you can use your parties in front of your 10 women to let them know about the business without actually talking a lot about the business. So before the party starts, I always say, if it's okay with you guys, I'm going to keep my phone right next to me because I have a new consultant doing her first party tonight, and I told her if she had any questions at all, she could text me and I would help her out. Would that be okay with you guys? Everyone always says yes, of course. Now, when you're first starting off, you might feel like, oh wow, I'm totally lying because I don't really have a new consultant doing a party tonight, but keep doing this and you really will. I pretty much have a new consultant doing first, second, third party. You know, people need help probably in their first couple months. I always have a new consultant on my team doing their first party. So what that does is if somebody's objection is, I don't know if I would have enough support, I don't know who would help me, I don't really know what I would say, I don't really know what to say when people ask me questions, you've just handled their objection right here with saying, I'm going to be there for you to help you out whenever you need it. I'm going to have my phone on me to help you out. The next thing I say, and this is again before the party starts, before I get started, I'm going to tell them about a sign-up special we might have, or about a kit special, or I travel a lot, so if this is a party I travel to, I might tell them, you know what, I travel to this party, I don't mind traveling, but we really need some consultants in this area. So while I'm doing this, maybe think, is this something I would want to do? So just put it out there that either, you know, you have a special right now, like, oh, because we just got new kits. So you can say, we just got brand new startup. Before you get started, I just want to let you know we got brand new startup kits. We have a kit for $249 that has over $1,000 in product. So while I'm up here tonight, just watch me and think, hey, is this something that I'd be interested in doing? So if you do feel like, oh, this might be something I want to do, watch how I do my presentation so you can see how simple it is. And the reason I say that is because there might be somebody out there thinking, oh, this would be cool, but this seems like really complicated, or they get to the end of the presentation and they think, oh, I might want to do this, but they can't remember what I said because they weren't paying attention from, you know, an interested consultant. So that way I'm telling them in advance, pay attention to what I'm saying. And my parties are super simple. Anyone can do them. And I did have a girl on my team. She's still on my team. And she told me one of the things that interested her in this business is she saw me do my demo, my presentation, and she thought, wow, I could do a much better presentation than that. So that's fine with me. I'm happy she could do a better presentation. So, but you want to make it simple so that people can look at you and say, I can do that. So you're giving them the opportunity to watch from the eyes of, I might want to do this. But you want to mention that beforehand because afterwards you're already done and they might have just watched as a customer and not as a potential consultant. So that's all before the party starts. During the introduction, I briefly, and I'm emphasizing briefly, tell them about why I got into Passion Parties. And the reason I say briefly is because a lot of people don't really care about you and why you got into it, but there might be somebody out there that has that same story. So you could say something like, I used to work 60 to 80 hours a week and I was exhausted all the time. I really wanted to get out of my full-time job. I started doing Passion Parties and now I make full-time pay doing my work part-time. Or I still work full-time, but I can work the hours I want and I love the freedom. Or for whatever reason you got into it, you could say something like, before I started Passion Parties, I was like most women out there. I had a subpar relationship. And then I found Passion Parties and now my relationship is on fire. Like something that short. But you want to kind of put that out there because that way if you're out there thinking, God, I hate my job, your ears just perked up. Because I just said, oh, I hated my job and now I love my job. If you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, my relationship sucks. And I just said, my relationship used to suck and now it's amazing. You're like, ears perk up. So there's probably somebody out there that can relate to your story. So briefly in 1 to 2 sentences, say why you got into it. Don't drag it out. It gets boring. Also during the intro, I always explain how Passion Parties works. And after I tell them how it works about the presentation in the ordering room, I also add, I offer 3 things at my parties. I offer products that you can buy. I offer parties that you can hostess and get free and discounted products, and I offer a business opportunity. Because some people don't know that direct sales, when we come into your house, that we offer a business opportunity. So just throwing that out there, somebody might have been thinking like, oh wow, I bet she has so much fun. This is cool, where can I get a job like that? And I just said, we offer a business opportunity. So they start thinking, ooh, business opportunity. And then on the order forms, and I actually do this at the end now, but I used to do this at the beginning because I used to hand out the order forms at the beginning. I would say, on your order form, fill it out completely, and down at the bottom there's a place that says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you in this business? Everybody, I go, you don't even have to write it now, but by the end, let me know if you're interested at all in this. On our order forms, this is really cool, we have a place that says not at all. So if somebody has no interest in the business, they're going to put not at all. But if somebody marks a 2, they have some sort of interest in the business, and that's a potential consultant lead for you. So pay attention, let them know they need to mark something on the order form. During the presentation is when it gets fun. One of the items, we have so many items in the starter kit, you guys should definitely know what items are in the starter kit. And during the presentation, if I pick up an item where people are like, really excited about it, or pay attention to it, or it looks like fun, or people really like the smell of it, and it's something that comes in the starter kit, I will say, if you decide you do want to do passion parties, this comes free in your starter kit. So already you're adding value to the kit. So for people who are like, well, I was going to buy that anyway, and I'm kind of interested in the business, I might as well just go crazy on it. I did have a girl on my team who she's been going back and forth on the business for like 3 years, and she had a party, and between her and her sister, like half of their order was in the starter kit, and it cost as much as the starter kit. So I'm like, why don't you guys buy the starter kit, take out half that stuff, use the other stuff to show? And they're like, oh, okay, and they're consultants now. When I talk about a book, I usually mention one of the books, like Ride 'em Cowgirl or Tickle His Pickle. Everyone laughs when you say the title, right? You say Tickle His Pickle, and they're like, because it's fun and it's funny. So when I show something like a book and everyone laughs, I always say something like this. I know, it's so funny. I love how I don't even have to say anything except the name of the product, and I make everyone laugh. I always have people say, oh, I totally want to do this business, but I wouldn't know what to say. And I say, you don't have to know what to say. Watch this. Tickle his pickle. And everyone laughs again. And I'm like, see how easy it is. And that way, if somebody's like, when I started, I'd never been to a party. I'd never seen any of these products. I didn't know anything. There's other people out there that are thinking, oh, this might be something I want to do, but they know nothing about the products. So they're thinking, I couldn't do this. I don't know anything about the products. I just remove that objection by saying, you don't need to know a lot about the products. If you hold something up and say like Jelly Osaki, everybody laughs. Ride 'em Cowgirl, everyone laughs, right? So you don't have to be Miss Entertainment up here. You say the names of our products and it's entertaining. They entertain themselves. They're entertaining within themselves. So that just eases their mind if they don't feel like they're entertaining. Or some people are like, I'm so shy. Get up and say the name of something. I guarantee people are going to have, we have this toy called the OMG. Oh my gosh. Everyone laughs. And when I pull it out, everyone's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I know. That's why it's called that. Somehow in the presentation, I always find a way to mention Vegas, because who doesn't want to go to Vegas, right? Or that Dr. Drew was our speaker at convention. I sometimes throw in something that he taught us because everyone knows who Dr. Drew is. Or say something about the Chippendales if I feel like it's a crowd that, gets really excited about that kind of thing. Just because there might be somebody sitting in the living room thinking, you know what, I would do this because I just want to do something fun. Like my job, I talked to a girl about a month ago, she's a librarian. And she's like, I don't want to quit being a librarian. She works at CSU, she gets great benefits, she likes it. She's like, it's just so boring. I need something like kind of fun. Well, me saying that conventions in Vegas and the Chippendales give us half our prizes and Dr. Drew was there, that's fun. So somebody who's looking for fun is going to be attracted to that.